now she is going to create a lot, not just for herself, but as you said, her teammates.
On the birthday of Diana Taurasi. Happy birthday, DT, by the way. Beckers, another UConn Husky, making her return into the fold and having a pretty good start to the ball game tonight. Here she is on the wing. She'll pop another three. She just can't miss. Automatic. Beckers has 15.
Yeah, she's 5 of 15 coming into this game.
The rest of the Dallas roster has 8. Loxa behind the back on the handle. There's Kat Westbeld barreling inside, hanging on the pivot, and that was a double dribble. That's how Gino Auriemma described her, simply put, in commonalities with Diana Taurasi. Huge compliments. Beckers, DT, who's a mentor now to the rookie.
You talk about Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird, Brianna Stewart, Maya Moore. I mean, the list goes on.
Ball that was deflected out of play.
Yeah, coming off the national title 2025.
All she did in the NCAA tournament averaged 25 per game. That was it. Alyssa Thomas inside. Houdini shot, and she'll earn a couple of free throws. Heavy on Beckers. And like you said, it's obviously not going to be just her. And the start to the season at just 1-9 is not where her or anyone else on this Wings team would want it. But, you know, games like this, starts to games like this. It's time to tip off the fun with the Bally Bet Sportsbook app. Bally Bet, the official sportsbook app of the Phoenix Mercury.
Well, we talked so much about Phoenix Mercury being a brand new team. 2 players back from last year, Kai Copper and Natasha Mack. And so veteran players on this team, yes, brand new faces. But the same thing with Dallas. They only have 3 players back.
It's a very young team for Dallas as well, second youngest in the league. Here's Westbeld. Ahead to Whitcomb, and will lay it up and in. Boy, looked like a sprinter running down the floor and beat everyone on the other end.
And a great pass by Held, the leader.
Beckers trying to stay high. 1-point lead for Phoenix. Thomas takes that matchup personally, picked the pocket, coast to coast. You betcha. Alyssa Thomas. Phoenix on top by 3. Here's Melissa Smith. Hand back, Kyla Charles. Reflected near the timeline, 7 to shoot. Charles and Loxa doing battle. Getting inside, no. And the clearance by Whitcomb.
Yeah, Whitcomb just all over the place. Already 4 points, 4 rebounds.
She'll pop the 3. Mercury started hot from downtown. Since they've cooled, just 3 of 12. Wnbalivetoday, who's been scoreless so far, 0 of 5 so far in this game. The vet who averages 16 per night. Here's Segrist, long rebound up for grabs. Westbeld will win that battle, and then she's fouled.
Foul charge, number 20.
Yeah, Thomas played 6.5 minutes in that first quarter.
Here's AT.
Oh, wow.
Nice inside, kick out, open 3. Another miss from downtown. Mercury just can't buy a bucket from deep. Beckers is 6 of 6. The rest of the team 3 of 17. She draws the foul there, and Akoa Makani not happy with the call. That's her second.
First team foul.
Debut. Missed the first 10 games with a back injury. Backdoor cut, and the finish not there for Carrington. Here's Thomas. Lost her dribble. Wnbalivetoday on the other end for Dallas. Hoists a 3 over the top of Thomas. No, and again, how about Sammy Whitcomb?
Yeah, just does a great job blacking out.
So the run,
hands
kick.
by Beckers.
The maturity you hear about when describing Paige Beckers' game. Carrington on the other end. Layup will go.
And there was plenty of room for Satu Sabli to step in and take a charge outside the circle. A lot of times players just don't think defensively and they don't want to take a hit.
Akoa Makani lost the ball. Unfortunate it was deflected. Only averaging 3 per game, so she is in amongst the trees so far tonight.
And she's had to guard Paige Beckers. You know, she's had really some good shots at the basket with her 3-pointer. She's 0 for 3, but hopefully for her, these free throws will get her going.
Still trying to find that shooting touch that really she's been known for having throughout her WNBA career, and has struggled a bit from downtown, just 25%, but you trust the averages will work themselves out.
And we've seen her in practice, boy, she cannot miss.
The belief is there, certainly, for the vet as well.
Well, shooters just keep shooting, and she has the confidence of her coaches.
Good defense here for Akoa Makani. Late in the shot clock, Beckers won't even get a shot off. And that's the mark of a connected defense. A shot clock violation.
5 boards for Sammy.
Yeah, thanks, Kate. So far, so good, especially tonight. And that veteran leadership she can bring to so many rookies on this team. It's invaluable. Here's Thomas. No, spinning around inside, and it's Carrington hitting up with it for the Wings. Phoenix shooting 37%. Dallas actually shooting better as Carrington missed the 3. Kept it alive, though. Beckers, watch out. Straight away. Yes, she still hasn't missed. 7 of 7 from the floor for Paige Beckers.
Yeah, if there's one player that can knock the 3 down, it is Paige Beckers for the Wings.
18 of Dallas's 28 points from the #1 overall pick. Satu inside. She was fouled. And Carrington. And had so much airspace on that last 3. Sabali catch and shoot. Could not answer. 3-point shooting struggles continuing. There's 3 of 14 from downtown. I mentioned the rebounding as well. Dallas out rebounding the Mercury. Beckers had it denied. Oh, it's the Mac attack. Back into the fold and a rejection of Beckers. Carrington fed by Sabali. A whistle away from the play. And
when Hines Allen in there, they're both physical players for Dallas.
Great pass, Agumbawale down low, and the finish is on the block for Nalissa Smith.
Yeah, when they can go downhill like that and get that deep in the lane, they've got the opportunity to not only make the layup or to kick it out.
Quick release, Laksa automatic, and the first points of the night for Laksa. Needed that, and it's Kit out of Latvia, scoring for the first time. Numbers for Phoenix if they so choose. Laksa trying to double up. Not this time. Beckers will throw it ahead. Torrid pace as we've seen in certain parts of this first half. Agumbawale, Carrington thought about tilling up the 3. Worked around Sabali, and the foul will be called against Sabali. Foul trouble tonight and each of the past 2 games as well. Even more impressive how that stat line has still ended up being where it's been. Limited minutes because of that. Beckers, finally, a missed shot for Paige Beckers.
Another offensive rebound for Dallas.
And we'll stay with the Wings. Riding inside. Nigel Suter, yes. Wow, that's an impressive step back. They like her potential. 2nd-round pick back in 2020, but first year over in the WNBA. She'll be leaving this weekend, though, to play in Eurobasket for Germany.
No, she's a veteran player.
Akoa Makani. There's another long ball, and what a spin cycle to set it up by AT.
Yeah, AT with 3 assists now. Remember, she had a game 15 assists.
Yeah, quite that same touch tonight.
The All-Stars beat the Olympians tonight. Said it before, I think that was probably one of the things that kind of helped them focus on the Olympics.
18 no on that turnaround, but the ball caroms right back to her. What a pass inside, and Westbeld lays it up and in. That's just the veteran presence again of Alyssa Thomas.
Yeah, Nicole McConney kept that ball alive.
Final 2 minutes of this first half here. See if Phoenix can distance themselves a little bit. Largest lead of this game for the Mercury, just 6 points.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 2 minutes.
Agumbawale still looking for those first points of the night. Hands back Beckers, and it's an offensive foul called against Dallas.
Offensive foul, charge number 24, Ricky Agumbawale. Her second person.
Second on Agumbawale.
Mercury, number 20, pushing on 2, Musa, number 33, Sammy Whitcomb.
Laksa. Out to Whitcomb. Sammy drives, bounce pass down low. Musa, no. Good defense on the interior. Help side by Smith, and here comes Dallas. Beckers, who's played every second so far in this first half. Steps through. Wow, the finger roll around the rim and in.
Boy, is that pretty. She's got a bag full of tricks.
With some sizzle.
And
Beckers with 20.
They're not tricks, they're skill.
Inside Westbeld, left hand layup right back at you.
Yeah, I love that Westbeld is looking for her shot.
Season high for Beckers is 21. She's 1 point away from matching that in this first half alone. Remember, she missed the last 4 games. No minutes restrictions, obviously. And she's fully activated. Westbeld having herself a great closing stretch in the second quarter. Another bucket for Kat Westbeld. Matching the largest lead of this first half. Musa with the swat, and it will stay with Dallas.
Boy, carrying